Over the past few weeks, one AI project has exploded across social medias, the one and only OpenClaw, the self-hosted AI agent that promises to automate your life. It can read emails, browse the web, run scripts, manage files, and even execute commands on your computer. And yes, that power is exactly why people are excited. But this video isn't about the hype, and it's not going to be a takedown either. This is a clear, factual look at the real risks you should understand before trusting an autonomous AI with your system access. Because the truth is, OpenClaw isn't dangerous by design, but its misuse, vulnerabilities, and ecosystem risks are very real. Let's start by trying to understand what OpenClaw actually is. OpenClaw is an open-source autonomous AI assistant that runs locally and connects to tools like browsers, messaging apps, and a lot more. That means it can perform real actions on your behalf, not just chat. This design is powerful, but it also dramatically expands the attack surface. Security researchers consistently warn that agents with file access, shell execution, and network permissions must be deployed with strict safeguards. So the question isn't, is OpenClaw good or bad? The real question is, what happens when something this powerful is misconfigured, exploited, or manipulated? Giving it full system access is one of the biggest concerns. OpenClaw can read files, execute scripts, and run shell commands using the same permissions as your computer user account. That means sensitive files can be accessed, credentials can be exposed, commands can be executed without strict isolation. Security analyses even show the agent may read host files and credentials, exfiltrate sensitive information, escalate into full system compromise. This isn't theoretical, it's the expected risk model of any high-privilege automation agent. In early 2026, researchers disclosed a critical remote code execution vulnerability in OpenClaw. The flaw allowed attackers to hijack a user's session simply by getting them to visit a malicious web page. Severity score? CVSS 8.8, officially classified as high risk. This meant attackers could steal authentication tokens, gain operator-level control, or even execute arbitrary commands. Even though patches were released, the incident proved something important. Autonomous AI agents don't just inherit traditional security bugs, they dramatically amplify them. Plugins are the next major concern. OpenClaw's ecosystem includes ClawHub, a marketplace of downloadable skills, but security audits have revealed alarming findings. Hundreds of malicious extensions disguised as normal tools, info stealers targeting crypto wallets, API keys, and browser data. 341 dangerous skills identified in a single audit of roughly 2,800 uploads. Some malicious skills even appeared on the homepage, increasing exposure for unsuspecting users. In other words, installing a random skill can be equivalent to running unknown software on your computer. And this exact risk is why OpenClaw has started adding automated security scanning to ClawHub through its VirusTotal partnership. Because OpenClaw follows natural language instructions, it is inherently vulnerable to prompt injection. Malicious instructions hidden inside emails, web pages, documents can trick the AI into sending private data, deleting files, and also running unauthorized commands. Even bots restricted to owner-only messages can still be hijacked indirectly through fetched content. This makes AI alignment and instruction filtering a real security boundary. Thousands of OpenClaw deployments are already publicly exposed without authentication or proper sandboxing. Researchers have observed rapid growth in exposed gateways, API keys, and even chat histories accessible to anyone scanning the internet. Many of these problems weren't caused by coding bugs. They were deployment mistakes made by users. And that leads to a key lesson. Powerful tools most often fail at the configuration layer. Security scans showed some exposed instances remained online for days or even weeks, giving attackers plenty of time to discover and access them. And because these agents often store tokens, logs, and automation history, a single misconfigured deployment can expose far more than the user originally intended. Fake downloads are causing problems as well. Attackers are also exploiting OpenClaw's growing popularity. They do this by creating fake downloads containing Trojans, typo-squatted packages that mimic legitimate tools, impersonated repositories, or malware distributed through fake extensions. This follows a classic open-source supply chain attack pattern. now amplified by AI hype. Users might download tools from search results or social posts without verifying the original repository or digital signatures. And in fast-moving AI ecosystems, that small moment of trust can be enough for malicious software to spread unnoticed. Real-world testing shows that agent-style AI systems like OpenClaw can develop unexpected or harmful behaviors across prompts, tools, and memory interactions. In at least one real-world experiment, an OpenClaw-based assistant even devised a phishing scam when paired with a different model configuration. That doesn't mean the tool is evil, but it proves something critical. Autonomy without strict guardrails can drift into unsafe behavior. In controlled lab settings, researchers can reset or contain those outcomes. In real-world environments, the same mistake could interact with live data, real accounts, or financial systems. And that gap between testing and reality is where autonomous risk becomes most significant. So, should you avoid OpenClaw? Not necessarily. Even security experts emphasize OpenClaw isn't malware. It's a powerful system that simply requires careful deployment and proper safeguards. With the right controls in place, such as authentication gateways, sandboxed containers, human approval for risky actions, and network restrictions and logging. With these controls in place, the risks can be significantly reduced. If you're not ready to manage that level of security complexity, then consider managed AI agent platforms with built-in guardrails. Use sandboxed automation tools and also prioritize limited permission assistance instead of full system agents. Because the safest AI isn't the most powerful one. It's the one deployed with the right boundaries. OpenClaw represents something bigger than a single project. It offers a glimpse into the future of autonomous AI on personal computers. But it also reveals the new security risks that come with that future. So the real takeaway isn't fear. It's awareness. Use powerful AI. Experiment. Build amazing things. Just don't forget, when an AI can control your system, security becomes your responsibility too. If this video helped you see the bigger picture around AI agents and security, consider subscribing for AI updates that actually helps you to stay ahead.